What's going on, folks? How you doing? How you feeling? It's your boy, Ruppleberry. Appreciate you for logging in with your man, checking me out one more again. Today's episode, we're going to talk a little bit about self-esteem. We got Theo Vaughn actually being way more expressive than he typically is. Everyone thinks he's a joke. Everyone thinks he's a character. But sometimes you got to hear really where he's coming from, and it'll help you understand him a little bit better. He does this today with Tim Robbins, who is a motivational speaker, very well known. If you've never heard one of his motivational speeches, I advise you to tune in. But for right now, let's check out what they were talking about on this past weekend.
A tough time feeling proud of myself. Do you know what that, and I think I've had other people call in our show that have talked about that,
What do you think it is?
I don't know. I feel like, I almost feel like there's a disconnect. Like it doesn't even land on me. Or I feel like maybe if I feel like I'm proud of myself, like if I actually feel proud of myself, it'll go against some script that I've always had written or some thing that was always written inside of me. It's like it's almost like it wouldn't, if I wrote on the wall of myself, I'm proud of you, it wouldn't even fucking show up on the wall.
What emotion would you feel if you saw that?
Like what emotion would I feel if I saw what?
I'm proud of myself. Would you go bullshit? Would you be pissed off by it? Would you be annoyed? Would you just
No, I think I'd feel ashamed.
I like Tony Robbins. I'm going to get back to it. I'm going to skip back a couple of seconds. I like Tony Robbins because he is very, very neutral with you. He will curse with you if you curse. He will keep it clean if you keep it clean, but he is a realist in those moments. And I can appreciate a guy like that.
Proud
Back
of
to
myself.
it.
Would you go bullshit? Would you be pissed off by it? Would you be annoyed? Would you just
No, I think I'd feel ashamed of myself for even thinking it.
That's interesting. And it produced an emotion in you just now, even when you just thought about it. I saw that flash in your eyes. It's just a little bit of water, a little bit of fluid.
Oh, yeah, dude. Fuck, we cry on here every week. Sorry.
It's beautiful.
No, it's okay. But yeah, we don't have any shame about that.
No, you shouldn't. But I'm saying liquid leaving your body in a public place, as long as it's through your eyes, is not a problem.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Don't ask, don't ask.
Right. But my point is, there's a real anchor for you there. So let me explain it to you. Everybody has what I call an emotional home.
Yeah.
Do you ever watch like a place here, and let's say, where the cyclone happens every 2 or 3 years and it wipes out everything, or a tornado comes through?
Oh, yeah.
And you see these poor people, all their stuff's all over the ground and they're picking it up, and you could have a heart of stone not to feel. They rebuild. 2 years again, it happens again. 2 years later, it happens again. Some part of you eventually goes, why don't you move? It's like, why don't you move?
A lot of Vietnam's like that. It floods. New Orleans is like that. It floods.
New Orleans like that. So here's why don't they move? Because it's home. It's what they know. We have an emotional home. We have certain emotions that got built up in your youth. I had 4 fathers. I had a mother that was pretty intense, and I had a lot of emotions that came out of that experience. If I didn't reprogram myself, I wouldn't be sitting here with you today, because my emotional home was not good feelings. It's what I was used to. So even though it didn't feel good, you go there because it's what you know.
Bro.
Yeah.
It's comfortable.
This is good.
So,
it almost felt like I was deserting myself if I felt good about myself, which is crazy. I'd almost feel like I was leaving
who you are.
I don't know. Yeah, it's almost like I knew those feelings.
Finish that thought. I'm believing what?
Oh my God. Oh my God. I know you know what he's talking about, folks. I know you know exactly what you're talking about. For the folks who understand, they know what Theo is trying to say.
Well, it's almost like I feel like I know those feelings of not feeling good about myself so well that I would be. I don't want to leave them alone, because we always had each other, and it was like if I leave them, if
have you ever had a friend?
If I leave them, I won't. I don't know. Does that make sense though?
Yeah, it does. You won't what?
If I leave them, I'll just be letting them down, and they're not even real, but they're some part of me inside of me I can't even access. They're like his brothers.
That's right. They're your home, brother. Yeah. And by the way, I really appreciate you being so vulnerable, because the people watching there, seeing that, allow them to be vulnerable, because you're a role model of that.
You're not finna make me cry on this camera, bro. You're not finna do it. Not you, Tony. Not you, Theo. You're not finna make me tear up, bro. I'm not doing it, man. I'm not doing it.
You're funny as
not
shit,
today.
But to be able to be that vulnerable is beautiful. But let me just tell you something. Those are not your friends.
Yeah.
And you're not going to abandon those parts of yourself. You're going to find these other parts of yourself that need to be in charge. It's not to say that you can't have negative emotions or fears or feelings, but the ones that don't support you, you got to break that pattern. And the way you break the pattern first is you start to see, you get a new experience. If I get you an experience where you feel like you actually felt proud of yourself without those feelings,
Yeah.
and there was no sense of loss, and I did that with you for days and days, you'll never go back.
Wow.
Because your brain will go, what the F? I'm not going back to that bullshit. Those weren't my friends. It'd be like, it's like having a friend that beats the shit out of you every single day. And it's like, I'm letting him down if I don't let him beat the shit out of me, right? It's like, oh no, I got to be there for him because I got to be there so he can beat the shit out of me all the place, right? That's pretty much what it's happening.
Crazy to hear, dude. You're like, damn, here we go again.
And so then what happens though is the reason you went for the antidepressants is it's so overwhelming that numbing at least feels a little less. I'd rather see you cry and feel the pain, even though I want you to feel pain as a brother.
Yeah, no, I'm grateful to feel it. I want it out of my system.
That's right.
Yeah.
But the next step for you is drawing a line in the sand of how you really want to feel. So I'll have people in an event write down, I give them like a minute. I go, draw a line down the middle, write down on the left side all the positive emotions you feel in an average week, not once a year, not once a month, the ones you regularly feel, whatever good feelings.
The average emotions in a positive week?
Positive. So what are some ones you feel in a week?
In a week? I feel
at least once a week.
Okay, any emotion?
Positive. Start with the positive.
Positive.
Empowering emotions.
Hopeful.
Okay.
Thankful.
Yeah.
Loving.
Yeah.
And maybe some pride.
Good. And so the pride is sneaking in. Now that's not ego pride. That's pride of like you're growing.
Well, I'm learning about pride. I mean, it's like I said, it's really hard for me to feel proud of myself.
Yes.
You know.
So stop saying that.
Okay.
Because every time you say that, you're rewiring it back into your body over and over. It's
Come on, Tony, talk to him.
There's an old phrase that says, tell a lie big enough, loud enough and long enough, sooner or later people believe it. You know who said that? Hitler.
Oh, I think you were going to say Fauci.
Well, same difference.
But yeah, I didn't know it was going to be.
We're aligned on that one, brother.
You're a quicker thinker than I am. But we hear what we're saying.
But
yeah.
the conversation you've said with yourself, you've done. How many times do you think you've said that?
Said what?
That it's hard for me. I say
it a lot. Yeah, it's because I think it's like having a new story for myself. Part of me is still, there's a heavy bit even to my whole new story, having a new story.
Yeah.
Even having some success in my life. It's almost like some of it feels embarrassing, you know?
And some people feel like, the word people use is imposter syndrome. It's all bullshit. It's just fear that you're not enough. We all have that fear, brother.
Yeah.
I feel that at times. I don't feel it much now. But I'm 63 years old and I've done a shitload of things for 40 years.
You built enough pattern.
Yeah, I built up new patterns.
Yeah.
It's like a muscle. Everybody's got the muscle. If you use it, it grows. If you don't use it, you lose it, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't ever disappear though. It just looks like it's not there. But if you demand it, you push it beyond what it's comfortable with. And that's what you're doing right now. You're pushing beyond your comfort. You were settling for comfort to try to survive.
Oh my God. This right here, when you first of all, let's talk about Theo real quick. Look at his face. Look at him. He knows this man is talking to his soul. That look of intent, that look of, I am open to everything you're offering right now. Tony Robbins is truly speaking, bro. Speaking to another man to help him grow as a man. But he's telling him, bro, you're actively doing it. And you go against yourself, you're going to fight yourself, but you are actively becoming a better person. That's all I talk about. And y'all have seen it. Y'all have seen it. It's in all my videos. That's all I talk about. I don't care what we're talking about. I'm always talking about just be better. Have a better day. Like, even if you feel like you're lying to yourself, you just heard what they said. You tell yourself a lie big enough, loud enough, long enough, you'll start to believe it. So lie in a good way, I guess, right? Tell yourself you're the greatest, even though you don't feel like it. Tell yourself you can do it, even though you might not believe it. Just keep telling yourself that. Just keep telling yourself.
Now you're like, F that. I want more out of this life. I'm not going to settle for that shit. But then you keep telling yourself the old story. So change your story, change your life. It sounds overly simplistic, but it is true.
No, I love it. I appreciate you saying it. Yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of this chat has been about that. And then,
But look at the positive emotions you wrote down, or you just told me verbally, right? So you're hopeful. Are you playful or funny, or what would be your term around that part of you? Because I didn't hear that part of you, and I know it's there.
No, I feel like that part of me became such my work that I haven't had as much free time to be that as I would like.
On your own. Okay, cool. Well, so those are the positives. What are the negatives you feel in an average week? At least once a week, not once a month, once a year. What are the negative emotions you feel?
Ugly.
Okay.
I feel
Don't feel ugly, Theo. Ladies love you and your mullet.
incapable,
Okay.
angry.
Damn.
And I feel
Incapable.
disappointed.
Of what?
Okay. So
What?
which of those emotions is most powerful?
No,
for you?
seriously. Wow. I look at Theo as someone who is doing something that I want to do one day, and he feels how I feel. Wow.
The positive list or the negative list?
Wow.
The negative list is
Yeah.
more powerful.
And that's true for most people. Watch this. What's an emotion that if it became the dominant emotion in your life, one or two, that would get rid of those negatives like they would have any power over you? What would be an emotional state? Would it be like courage, or would it be playfulness, or would it be, let's say, joy, or would it be, you've already got gratitude, more gratitude? What would be an emotion that's so strong that it would get rid of the disappointment?
Probably love, you know?
There you go. And that's your core, brother. I didn't hear you say that on the first one. That's all you really want. It's probably why you do this podcast. It's probably why you make people laugh. Me too, by the way. The only reason I do what I do is I love people and I love to see people laugh because I was so unhappy myself and I got out of it. So I was so grateful. It's like, I feed, 100 million people a year, 100 million meals.
Yeah,
I'm
I saw
doing
your
that.
charity. Yeah.
I've done 1 billion meals in the last 8 years, right?
Right, dude. That's what McDonald's did, isn't it? And it was free. They're pretty cheap at McDonald's, but dang, dude.
But I did it not because I'm a good person. I did it because I grew.
You see how he dived into a joke real quick? He's tearing up. He had to create the funny.
Up
We'll
and I
talk
had
about
no
it.
money and no food. And when I was 11, somebody came and fed us on Thanksgiving. And I was like, that made me believe strangers care. If strangers care about me, I care about strangers. And so I fell in love with people and I want to make people feel happy. And I know what it feels like not to food. I know what it feels like to be absolutely depressed and miserable and saying, do I even need to stick around in this life, right? So I don't want anybody else to feel that. So it drove me to find answers, not just for me. Once I found it for me, I wanted to help as many people as I can. But why do I want to do it? Because I love love. Because when you help people that much, I have so much love in my life, it's ridiculous. I get stopped on the street every day and people don't come up and say, oh, I like your show or something. Come up and go, you changed my life. Oh my God, I love you, Tony Robbins. And I always say, no, I didn't do it. You did it, but I'm glad I helped. But I love the love that comes from it.
Yeah.
So we all really want love, but we're afraid we're not enough. And you, my friend, you are growing like a weed right now because you're doing things most people never get out of. And I'm not blowing smoke your way. I'm not a bullshitter.
No, I don't feel that, man. I appreciate you saying it. Yeah,
it's the truth.
It's been.
But you got to notice your progress, and you got to stack the good, and then you got to stop the old story. And the minute you start to say that phrase, bullshit, that's an old story. It's not true anymore.
Yeah, I think a part of me is afraid that I'm going to leave a part of me, like if I be successful.
So let's investigate that for a second.
Like if I be successful, I'm going to leave a part of me behind,
Well, then you're effed right now because you're already successful. I don't know how many millions of people I'm sure that watch your podcast. You make people laugh all over the world.
Yeah.
You have people that
I think I'm
adore
embarrassed sometimes.
But all those emotions are old habits. They're just habits. Yeah. So I understand that. And by the way, when you feel embarrassed or you feel these negative emotions,
this is good, man.
Also makes you.
I hope this is helping you like it's helping me.
Bit. So that's the other part you might be afraid of. Like some people take care of everybody. What do you mean by that? Well, like for some, I don't know if this is you, but some people are so busy trying to make everybody else happy all the time. Mm-hmm. They don't take care of themselves unless it's a big ass problem. And then for the first time, even if it's a negative feeling, at least I'm feeling for myself. I'm feeling for me. And that might be what you're afraid of losing. But let's try it for a second here. What if I told you you could go back and feel like shit as much as you want and it'll never stop? Right. But you don't have to have that be the predominant emotion of your life. That this need to beat yourself up or be ashamed or not be too happy, that it's an old story that got wired a long time ago and has nothing to do with who you really are. But when you keep telling yourself, it's like my friend, I need to take care of, I'm gonna lose a part of myself. No, you'll never lose that part. There's a part of me that would be a victim very easily. I was beat as a child. My mom was a beautiful woman. I'm not denigrating her. God, but when she put alcohol together with prescription drugs, She was crazy. And I was 5'1" in high school, believe it or not. I'm 6'7" now. I tell
don't
people the
believe
difference
that.
is I tell people the difference is personal growth, right? But I had a tumor in my brain that made me grow. But I was
Yeah, I
this
heard
little
about
guy, and
that.
she would slam my head against it. She'd put liquid soap down my throat because she said I was lying, and I wasn't lying. And when the person you love most is trying to hurt you, you
Oh,
can do a number on your head. But I look back
Bruh,
now, and
talk about
fortunately,
it,
I didn't let
man.
that stop me.
mhm.
And I didn't settle for that. I struggled for a long time. I look back on it, and I can honestly tell you, if she was the mother I'd hoped she'd been, like if I was well fed, do you really think I'd be trying to feed a billion? You know, I've done a billion people. Now I'm trying to feed 100 billion people. You think I would be spending my time doing that if I was a well fed kid? I don't think so.
No.
If she had been the mother I want, I wouldn't have become the man I'm proud to be.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
those emotions are
Okay.
not
Talk
you.
that
They were a
talk,
part of your
Tony.
past. They were a pattern. It's a pattern of what you do with your body and breathe. But it meets some of your needs to feel yourself or feel sorry for yourself or feel sad.
Right.
You follow me?
It's like a self-pity thing.
A little
Yeah.
bit. But what you're really wanting is not self-pity. You're wanting self-love. You just haven't learned how to give it to yourself. My way of doing that is
Mm.
gratitude. Because when you're grateful, love flows naturally.
Is that a common
Yeah.
pattern that sometimes, because I noticed over like about 2 years ago, I noticed that one of my biggest addictions sometimes was self-pity. I didn't even realize it.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought I was helping myself by like focusing on myself, but really I was feeling too pitiful.
Yeah.
I didn't, I realized my alcohol was self-pity. Anytime I
Well,
didn't.
also alcohol is a depressant.
Mhm.
So what's going to do is lower. It feels good in the moment, but then it lowers your energy and your blood sugar, everything, right?
Same for self-pity.
Self-pity, same thing. Now your energy, think about it. Self-pity, if you're in self-pity right now, 0 to 10, 10 is total high energy, 0 is no energy. Where are you in self-pity? Where would you put it?
Oh, 2.
Yeah. Where are you when you're feeling excited?
Where's my energy?
0 to 10, yeah.
My energy when I'm feeling excited is like a 9.
Yeah. Which one do you want to be?
I'd rather be the 9.
Yeah, well, why the fuck won't you just do that?
I know.
Yo, yo. Oh my God. Okay. All right. That was very, very good, man. Listen, listen, bro. Y'all hear me talk about it a lot. I really do. And I talk about it a lot because listening to what Tony said, you get so down on yourself, you almost feel like there's no need for you to be here. And I'm talking young ages. I was a kid. I was like 15. No, I was like 13, maybe 12. And things were happening, bro. And I was like, I don't need to be here. I don't need to be here. Um, and when I turned 16, I made a vow to constantly improve myself because I didn't think I was going to make it to see 16. And I said, I'm just going to keep doing better. I don't care what it is. I'm going to feel great. I'm going to be great. I'm going to feel good about myself. Call it what you want. And it works. It works. And then I guess I didn't, at the time, I did not put in enough of what Tony was saying. I wasn't giving myself enough credit. And I feel like Theo, even today, I still do, still have those feelings sometimes, and I still fight them. But one thing that I've always said is in life, we have to do two things. We have to laugh and we have to smile. And what what uh what I want to show you is when I was younger, like I said, I didn't always feel like I was the best person. I never made a full attempt, but on my wrist, if you can see them, my right hand says smile, my left hand says laugh. And when I would get real down and I would just be looking at my hands because as a man, we build. As a man, we are supposed to construct things and build great things with our hands. And if you feel empty, when you look at your hands, it reminds you of you have nothing. But life is already hard and you have to laugh and you have to smile and you have to forgive yourself and you have to love yourself. And those type of thoughts is the reason why I'm here today. The reason why I tell you guys to always have a better day. The reason why I push and advocate for self-love. Um, be as great as you want to be. And if you don't feel that great today, tell yourself you're that great. Tell yourself you're that great. So what? Keep telling yourself you're that great. Somebody might not like it, but guess what? It's not your fault. It's not your fault. It doesn't matter what you're doing. It doesn't matter how many followers you got. It doesn't matter if your boss doesn't fit, you feel like your boss doesn't notice you at work. None of those things matter. You are the toughest, baddest SOB in the building. You work the hardest. You love the hardest. You help anyone in need. Tell yourself these things and you will become these things. See, it wasn't always about money with me growing up. I just wanted to survive. And I was in survival mode for a long time. And when it comes to surviving in certain situations, feelings I thought were harmful. But I learned that the feelings make you way more powerful because a man who desires peace prepares for war. I'll say that again. A man who desires peace prepares for war. See, it's not easy getting to those soft times. And it's going to be a fight, but you have to be ready for that fight. Because when you get that peaceful moment, you will enjoy it so much and you'll do anything to protect it. I want everyone watching, men and women, get to that point where you are peaceful and willing to protect it at all costs. Thank you guys for tuning in, man. This was a good one, bro. This past weekend with Theo Vaughn. We'll definitely tune in tomorrow. And if you like this, let me know. Hit the like button, share the video if you can. Most importantly, subscribe. Stay tuned. But comment below if these are the type of things you want to tune into because we can keep it going. Till next time, I need you to have a way better day. Peace.
Perfect.